Today I am going to narrate a story by Khairunisa A. The story name is Class Bully. So here I begin. Kailash was known to everyone in Bharat Higher Secondary School. No, the 13-year-old boy of class 8 was not a nerd wearing thick glasses and walking away with prizes. His claim to fame was different. He was the class bully, a bully with unique methods of bullying. If your everyday bully got his pleasure out of troubling children younger to him in years or smaller than him in size, Kailash was a cut above that. He respected neither age nor size, and so teachers were also very often victims of his subtle tactics. His sidekick Naresh was also at hand to aid and abet him in his schemes. Madam, he would interrupt a teacher who was in the middle of an interesting lesson and ask questions that were difficult to answer and had no relevance to the subject. The teacher wouldn't be able to give convincing replies and she would become confused and jittery in the process. It would make her forget important details in her lecture, and Kailash and Naresh would smile sardonically as she stumbled self-consciously through the rest of it. Other students felt sorry for the teachers, but it was difficult to bring Kailash to book, as the principal felt that children should be encouraged to ask questions, and his other tricks were performed so subtly it was difficult to nail him down as the perpetrator. Besides, his parents were abroad and he lived with his grandparents who were too timid to discipline him. It was the practice in Bharat school that on Teachers' Day, a few chosen students would don the roles of the principal and teachers while the teachers sat in the classes as students. A staff meeting was convened to decide on who would be made teachers that year. Kaila's idea, class teacher Miss Prema, had a brilliant idea. Sir, she addressed Mr. Rajgopal, the new principal who saw through Kailash tactics and did not take kindly to them. Why not make Kailash the class teacher of class 8? He deserved the taste of his own medicine. Excellent, Mr. Rajgopal beamed approvingly. I think I will also make my own plans about how to handle this class bully. 2 days after Mr. Rajgopal took charge, he saw Kailash lock two timid class 4th boys in the toilet and run away. Since then, he had been keeping a keen eye on him. At the assembly the next day, Mr. Rajgopal read out the list of the boys who were to do the honors as principal and teachers. When he read class 8th Kailash Patel, there was an audible gasp from the students and a deep sigh of satisfaction from the honored one. Naru, Kailash whispered to his friend. What a golden opportunity. The fun begins on September 5. Let's teach the principal a thing or two. On Teacher's Day, Kailash came to school looking smart in immaculate trousers, full-sleeved shirt and tie. The assembly was conducted by Subin, a class 12th boy, with all the student teachers on the stage and Mr. Rajgopal and the teachers standing with the students. After it was over, the student teachers led the students to their respective classes. Kailash strutted smugly into the class and the boys and Miss Prema followed. Prema, come to the front row. Come on, hurry up, you lazy girl, he commanded sternly as a stunned silence fell upon the class. Miss Prema, who had been expecting this and had come prepared, came to the front dragging her feet. Sir, I think I have stepped on something, she said, leaving a trail on the floor as she walked. A smell of rotten eggs filled the room. Clean it, snapped Kailash, holding his nose. He took the duster and firmly spread the stinking paste all over. No, stop, Kailash said. She promptly stopped and placed the smelly duster back on the table. At that moment, Mr. Rajgopal entered the class. Sir, I have been asked to sit in this class, he said, and took his seat in the front row, holding his nose. What are you teaching today, sir? He asked in a nasal voice. This is the history period and we begin with the world wars, said Kailash, who had prepared a good lecture on that topic, wishing to impress his classmates and teachers, but the stink was hampering his style. While the students sat with their hankies over their noses, he was forced to open his mouth to talk. The smell was overpowering. He bravely began before he could complete two sentences. Miss Prema raised her hand to ask, can you call the Cold War a world war? What about an intergalactic war? Can't we call it a World War II? While Kailash struggled to answer, Mr. Rajgopal asked, will there be a third world war? They say cockroaches can survive an atomic war, but they can't even escape my mother's chappals. Explain, sir. The students now understood what was happening and laughing made their own contributions to the general chaos. Sweating profusely, Kailash muttered, listen to my lecture first. I will put the names of the countries involved in the war on the board. Forgetting that the duster had been used to wipe the floor, he used it on the board and the stench made him step backwards and he toppled off the platform, landing on the stinking paste on the floor. As he stood up shakily, someone addressed him from the door. It was Subin, the principal. I had asked the parents of a troublesome boy from your class to meet me and the class teacher. Please talk to them. Kaila's mouth fell and his eyes grew round with horror when he saw that they were his own parents. He had no idea they were coming to India. He also didn't know that Mr. Rajgopal was their friend. They held out a letter from the principal that enumerated Kaila's crimes and apologized to him for their son's bad behavior. Red-faced and ashamed, he listened while everyone else looked amused. We will see that our son behaves better and isn't dismissed from school, they said. Dismissed? Kailash was stunned. Yes, please do, he said in a small voice, and they left the class. The bell rang and everyone went to the hall for the special programs. Kailash, sad, serious and stinking, sat alone and went quiet in the first row. At the end of the program, when all the students rose to say Happy Teacher's Day, Kailash went to Miss Prema and Mr. Rajgopal and mumbled, "Thank you for teaching me a lesson. I am really sorry." The teacher smiled and said, "It will be a really happy Teacher's Day for us if from today you turn over a new leaf." "Yeah, I will. Happy Teacher's Day," he said with a wry smile. Let's hope he kept his word. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you.